Well, tonight, people in Salinas, they're mourning the loss of 60-year-old Debbie Aguilar. She was a mother, a grandmother, and also a big advocate for victims of gun violence. She also lost her own son to gun violence in 2002, and sadly, Aguilar recently lost her battle to COVID-19. KION's Jocelyn Ortega shares her story tonight.
Here at Culster Park, a tree was planted symbolizing and honoring a lot of the work that Debbie Aguilar did for her community. Now, as you can imagine, all day friends and family members tell us they've had a difficult time coping with her death. They say this loss leaves a huge void that simply cannot be filled.
It was nice to have someone to relate to, and she was just a dear friend.
Friends and family say they are struggling to cope with the death of a beloved mother, friend, and local advocate for murder victims, Debbie Aguilar. Friends and family say Aguilar lost her battle against COVID-19 this weekend.
She really was fighting hard.
Aguilar was well known in the Salinas community for her work in the group called A Time for Healing and Grieving. After losing her own son to gun violence, friends and family say Aguilar dedicated years to the group to uplift and support other community members who experienced similar grief. Judith Lopez met Aguilar in 2011 after losing a family member herself and says Aguilar was there to support her.
Salinas is big on homicides, and I was able to support other families just as she did us and myself.
Across Monterey County, other community advocates and leaders who worked with Aguilar say this is a tremendous loss.
Debbie always put others first besides herself. I mean, she's definitely leaving a legacy here. I mean, someone's got to come and fulfill those shoes. I don't know who can fulfill those shoes, but gosh, I mean, this woman was a heart of gold.
For us to lose one of those champions, one of the key organizers in the community, it's certainly going to be hard to replace the leadership that Debbie left behind.
And everyone who knew Debbie Aguilar says they are remembering her as that champion who gave so much of herself and her heart to others. We reached out to the family. They say they're heartbroken and still having a difficult time with losing Debbie. A statement from Aguilar's firstborn son, Sergio Aguilar, reads, "She was always the first to ask for hugs, even when life was the hardest for us. Through deaths, economic hardships, sickness, she always had a face of bravery for her family." Right now, friends and family say their biggest concern is the well-being of the children Debbie Aguilar leaves behind. They are asking for community support. You can find a link to their GoFundMe page on our website, KION546.com. In Salinas, Jocelyn Ortega, KION News Channel 546.